Hey guys, Zippo Clays here with Professor X, or Professor X, because he recently got his professor degree.
Certification,
Ah,
it's more or less just like your volunteer certification for play Pokemon.
fair enough. Well, congratulations on that. But we are here today to discuss the upcoming Arbor Week event going from sorry, not May, April 28th to May 7th. Correct on that?
Yep, yep. This will be the third annual Arbor Week. It's going to be 10 days. We kind of cover 2 weekends so that if you work during the week and then you're busy for one weekend, hopefully you can take at least a couple days to participate. So yeah, May 28th, or nope, I did it as well. April 28th to May 7th.
That's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. Yeah, let's get into the questions. First off, main one, what exactly is Arbor Week?
It's a great question. Arbor Week is a shiny hunting event that we have done for 2021, 2022, and now 2023, where Pokemon fans take to the trees and they shiny hunt Pokemon that look like trees, maybe hide in trees, or live in forests or jungles. That includes hunts like getting Pokemon with headbutts from honey trees, or doing stuff like Sudowoodo hunting. It's a community event that anybody can take part of, be it a streamer or just a regular everyday shiny hunter. And throughout the event, we raise money for the Rainforest Trust. Over the last couple of years, we've raised over $11,000 in doing so.
And there have been quite a few participants over the years who have found quite a lot of shinies from what I've seen.
Yeah, I would say that we've probably had hundreds of shinies found throughout the Arbor Week over Arbor Weeks over the year. We've had some really cool ones like Wormadam in Pokemon Legends Arceus, shiny female Combi in Generation 4, or what's another really cool one? We had some like really cool headbutt hunts, like Tales of Taylor found a Pineco in Gen 2 last year. So lots of variety in the event, but then also a lot of really cool shinies that have been found.
Especially considering in Generation 2, it's not always guaranteed to get an encounter due to headbutts. And Pineco, I believe, is one of the rarer spawns.
Yeah, yeah. Taylor worked pretty hard on that one. He had a bunch of games going. That's a really cool one. I'm sure that I can find the video and drop a link in the description if you guys want to see that shiny.
Yeah, if we can find out, we'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to go check that out, or leave a pinned tab somewhere on the video. I believe it's normally in the top right corner. If I'm pointing to the left, 'cause mirror images confusing the hell out of me. Autism brain, I swear. But what made you want to host this event over the years?
Yeah, so when I was growing up, I spent a lot of time watching Animal Planet. When I went to my grandma's, I would watch nothing but Animal Planet the whole time. So eventually my parents decided to get satellite TV because this, was back in the days before everybody had their little iPads and access to the internet. So we got satellite TV so that I could watch Steve Irwin or you know, just general Animal Planet stuff. So I watched a lot of nature documentaries. I just have this love for the natural world, and the idea of Arbor Week kind of just stemmed from things like Safari Week and Roamer Week, and I wanted to find a way to integrate two of the things I love, animals and shiny hunting. And I think that Arbor Week focuses on a lot of unique hunts that people might not do usually, like the headbutts, the honey trees, and bring something unique to the table, but then also support something that I really, really do care about. The Rainforest Trust, I've spent a lot of time looking into their projects, and they do a really great job of protecting the things that I care about so that the people that come after us, the people that live here after we're gone, the next generation of trainers, if you will still have these wild locations around the world to kind of appreciate and respect.
Yeah, and a lot of these hunts, most people tend to just shrug off because they just feel like it's too difficult, or just, I guess some people feel like it's not worth the time.
Yeah, that's fair, but there are some really interesting Pokemon you can only get doing hunts that you would do during Arbor Week. Things like Wormadam in Legends Arceus, you can only find in that game through the Shaking Trees. Um, Finding a Munchlax in Generation 4 and catching it in something that isn't a regular Pokeball can only be done with the Honey Trees. And then there's like some really cool under-leveled, low-level Pokemon in Heart Gold Soul Silver you can do with headbutts, like Beedrill and some other Pokemon as well. So yeah, they could be tedious. They might seem like hunts that aren't really worth doing, but if you keep your eye out, there are some hunts that can get you Pokemon that you can't get any other way.
Because a lot of them are obviously, again, pretty difficult to find otherwise. On to the
Yeah.
next question. What Pokemon will you be hunting this Arbor Week?
I'm going to be picking up the same hunt I was working on last year, and I've kind of intermittently done since then. I'm going to be looking for shiny Wormadam in Pokemon Legends Arceus, ideally an alpha one, but honestly, I'm not even sure if I've seen more than one or two regular alpha Wormadams. So, shiny one might be out of the cards, but I'm going to be trying to get one because I find that it is probably one of the coolest hunts in Legends Arceus. And then on the side, I'll be doing some headbutts in my Korean Pokemon Heart Gold, trying to get my first shiny in Korean.
Because like obviously the easiest way to do it would be through mass outbreaks. If there even are there even any current beam mass outbreaks? I don't know.
Nope, so Burmy
No,
and
no,
Wormadam are exclusive
I don't know
trees.
why I said Kernby. My
Yeah, yeah,
brain went
Burmy
straight to
and
Kernby.
Wormadam are tree exclusive. That's why I think they're interesting. There's only a few Pokemon in the game that you can't hunt through outbreaks. The fossils and then like the space time distortion exclusives, but then also Wormy or
Wormy.
Burmy and Wormadam.
Are we talking about Wurmple?
There's
We're
no Wormy, I don't think. Oh, there is Wormy in that game, right?
Yeah, there's Wurmple. Because you gotta get
Yeah,
the Wurmple to give to the dude,
yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah,
thinks
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna become a Silcoon, but it becomes a Cascoon instead.
I probably won't be looking for that one. Wormadam's going to be my target in the Ass Blaster Icelands.
Okay. And what shiny are you most hoping for during Arbor Week? Like, what's the
I
main
think
one?
overall for the entire event, I think what I'm most hoping to see somebody hunt is going to be Munchlax in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I don't think I've seen anybody successfully get that one yet anywhere. And then for myself, obviously it's going to be Wormadam, but I would also love to see my brother reclaim a shiny from a headbutt. He's going to be doing some Gen 2 shiny hunting with the Dodrio mode in Pokemon Stadium. Some like very high speed, high intensity shiny hunting with I think two Nintendo 64s.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that myself. Cause like uh, in Crystal and Cold and Silver, like the even egg hatching has become very tedious and it's very slow paced because you don't move as fast. You don't have like the running shoes, and it seems like the even the bike's like immensely slow considering compared to what it is now. It's like that speed boost is really helpful, but it just takes a lot of work to get the Dodrio mode on Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah. There's definitely still cool targets to do. And as I was saying, like Tales of Taylor got one last year. It's a really cool hunt, something that people probably wouldn't touch too often if it wasn't for Arbor Week. So I'm looking forward to, I think, seeing just everybody's shinies. I don't think there's any one that it's like I'm expecting to see. I'm most excited for just seeing the community come together and enjoy Pokemon, but then also raise some awareness for conservation around the world.
Myself, I'll be participating as well. Like, I'm planning on finishing up my Gen 1 Bulbasaur hunt, which is probably not something I should be doing considering it's more of a more high paced, like more of an advanced thing for shiny hunters. Obviously, I'm not as advanced, but like it's a hunt I've been interested in and just I really enjoy Bulbasaur as a Pokemon itself. And so, like, I really want to do that, and then, like, I'm probably planning on trying for a Heracross in Gen 2 in my Crystal. So quite a few hunts myself. But
Yeah, that'll be fun. Bulbasaur, I'm also a big fan of. That was the first shiny hunt I ever tried. I didn't succeed. I ended up giving up, but I did eventually find a shiny Bulbasaur in Pokemon Leaf Green. So, good luck on your Gen 1 Bulbasaur. That's a lot of numbers to look at, but fingers crossed for you.
thank God I have done the research to do so.
Mm,
Moving on to the next question. What advice could you give people for shiny hunting privately? So, what would be the probably easier hunts for newer players that are
that's a
new
great
to shiny
question.
hunting?
Newer players can definitely join the Arbor Week Discord. There should be a link down in the description. We have a big list of hunt ideas. But for players who only own some of the newer games, the Switch games have the Berry Tree Shakes in Pokemon Sword and Shield, which are super fun. I've actually got a shiny Greedent from that one, and I've been working on the Flapple with Harvest. So Berry Tree Shakes in Sword and Shield are great. Legends Arceus has the shaking trees that you can do headbutts on. Um, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have the honey tree encounters you can do, and if you do some like clock based shenanigans, you can lock those encounters to stay for long enough to actually get some resets in. And then in the newest game, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there's some interesting Pokemon like the Applin that spawns in trees, or if you're super duper crazy, the Slackoth that spawns in trees. Those are some hunts that you can do in the newer games, and then obviously honey trees and headbutts and pseudo and stuff in older games are also doable.
Yeah, and there's also, I believe, the berry trees where you can find Crabrawler in like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I believe in Sun and Moon as well. Not 100% sure on that one.
Yeah, yep. And then people have also done the Alolan Executors on the Executor Island in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. There is a lot of hunts, as I said. There's a big list in the Discord, so join that and take a look through.
Yeah, a link to that will be in the description as well as moving on to the final question, I guess. Where can people go to join the event?
Yeah, great question. Throughout April 28th to May 7th, there should be people almost 24/7 live on Twitch doing Arbor Week hunts, so check them out. You'll be able to just type Arbor Week into Twitch and hopefully find some people. But otherwise, if you join the Arbor Week Discord, you're going to be able to see whoever's live. And even if you don't want to watch a stream or you don't stream yourself, join that Discord. You can post the shinies that you find, and you can kind of keep tabs on how the fundraising is going and the shinies that people are finding. The biggest thing from my side of this is obviously trying to raise a little bit of money. So if you want to participate in Arbor Week, definitely set up some shinies, but then maybe save a few pennies, skip a couple of coffees, donate a few dollars to the Rainforest Trust. If we raise $4,096, I'm going to do a hot tub stream, but then we have some like very intense stretch goals that you're definitely not going to want to miss. But the information for that is down in the Discord.
And obviously, as I'm sure Rex would agree, we don't expect you guys to donate, but if you do donate, all donations are appreciated, very much so.
Yeah, the Rainforest Trust does absolutely amazing work. They pick their projects really, really carefully. The infographic that I made for the event, maybe you can pull that up on screen now for everybody. It does detail the fact that the Rainforest Trust has protected. Uh, oh, I actually don't have it written here. One second. I do have it written somewhere. They
Yeah.
have protected over 43.4 million acres of land since they were founded in 1988, and 99% of the land that they protect has remained intact, which is super impressive when you consider the fact that we actually lose, on average, uh, 70,000 of acres of rainforest each day.
That is a
So
lot.
being able to keep things intact is super important. The tagline for this event this year is for the next generation of trainers. We are trying to raise awareness and raise money for conserving the rainforest, conserving nature, and conserving the species that make our world so unique for the people that are going to come after us. The, you know, my kids, my brother's kids, the people that I really want to be able to look out into the great expanse of the world and realize, like, wow, there's so much out there that is worth keeping safe. And I think that's true right now, and I want to make sure that it's true for generations to come.
Yeah, and that feeling of knowing that you had helped to conserve that eh, rainforest and all the species of animals that live there is a great thing. And I believe there's also going to be like a spreadsheet of times everyone's going to be streaming.
Yep, we're gonna have the spreadsheet of times. It's getting filled out kind of as we speak. And then also a really cool thing is going to be that we have some giveaways that are happening. Mayo Chicken has made a few phenomenal Arbor Week themed tote bags. Those are going to be given out to whoever finds the most interesting shiny Pokemon. That's going to be voted on by the community. So it's not just some arbitrary thing that I decide. Top donators, streamers that raise the most money. There's going to be a bunch of ways that you can try and win some of these bags. Maybe you can pull up a picture. I can send them to you of these bags. These are sick. I'm excited. I had one extra printed just so that I could have one. But if you want to get one for yourself, make sure that you join that Discord, check out the streams, and get to hunting.
Yeah, we'll bring a picture of it up on screen right now if you guys have a look at. But is there anything else you'd like to mention before we wrap up?
I think that just about sums it up. If you are at all curious about where your money is actually going, I do have links in the Discord in the general info channel to the Rainforest Trust, the projects that they've worked on in the past. Over the last 2 years, we've raised $11,000 for the Rainforest Trust, and the projects that we uh, raised money towards were things like, um, one second, creating a natural corridor for tigers to move freely in India, and then also a area of land designated for protecting the Mexican parrot. Information on those are in the Discord. And then this year, a big project that the Rainforest Trust is working on, one that we can put money towards, is going to be designating a huge swath of forest in Madagascar as protected to keep 9 critically endangered species of lemur safe. You know, I grew up on Zabumafu. I love lemurs. Madagascar, the movie, has King Julian, one of the most beloved animated characters of all time. But these
Even
animals
though he's
actually
massive
need our
people.
help. Yeah, these animals need our help, and we're going to be doing what we can to make sure that they get to stay separate from the ever growing population of Madagascar, but then also just the absolute devastation that is deforestation. So, more
Okay.
information on that project is also in the Discord.
Yeah, we'll also leave a link to the donation link if you guys want to donate, as well as a link to the Rainforest Trust website down below in the description, as well as there'll be a pop-up underneath both our webcams for you guys to check out both our channels. And if you like the content, subscribe to both of us. And we hope to see you guys all next week. I believe it is for the start of Arbor Week. I myself and Professor Rex will be shiny hunting, as well as a lot of other streamers. Too many to name off the top of my head, to be honest. But
Yeah, we have lots already signed up.
so we guys will see you all next week, and hope you guys all have a good rest of the day. Thank you for Professor Rex to come out today and have this conversation with us and explain what our week is and answer the questions.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to have you as part of the event, and anybody who's watching, I'm excited to have y'all joining us as well. We'll look forward to it, and we'll catch you all next week.
Peace out, guys.